Good morning, guys. I am on my way back from a speaking engagement I had down in Las Vegas. I'm in south central Utah, and I stopped to do a little shed hunting this morning, get up in the mountains. And it's a new area. I've been down here before. I have fished here a couple of times in the little canyon that I'm in, but I've never shed hunted down here, so this will be my first time. It's supposed to be about 52 degrees today. It was cold last night. I slept in the van here. I had taken a sleeping bag and sleeping pad with me down to this conference because I knew I'd be stopping here on the way back. But hopefully we have nice weather. Looks like the sunshine's going to be out, which is great. And so just looking forward to being in the mountains. We'll see if we can find some sheds. And if so, we'll certainly get them on video. Thanks for coming along. Hiking up the ridge. I don't know if you see there's a doe bedded down in there between the trees. She keeps looking up at me like she's trying to decide if I'm too close to make her want to get up and leave, but so far she's still just hanging out there. Guys, it is such a beautiful day out today. It's warming up quite a bit. I've seen a lot of deer. I have not found any sheds yet, but it's been a great hike so far. I thought I would stop and do the minute on the mountain. There's no wind right now. Maybe put this one a little bit earlier in the video than typically. But at John 15:5, Jesus is talking. He says, "If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." And so I think of these antlers that some of us like to come out here and find, and I think of how as soon as they're no longer connected to that buck, they stop growing, and if left to themselves out in the elements, eventually they disintegrate. They get chalky, they get withered. And we're much the same way when we don't remain connected to Jesus, when we don't remain in Him, when we don't abide in Him. That's another word that's used in some translations for that verse. How quickly we quit growing, how we even can begin to shrivel and fade away. One of the definitions for that word that's used for remain is to tarry with. And so I'm sure you probably all have that friend, maybe multiple friends, that every time you see them, you only plan on talking to them for 5 minutes, but 5 turns into 10, 10 turns into 15, 15 turns into 20. You just find it hard to leave their company. Or when you first begin dating someone and you're saying goodbye on the front porch and you just keep talking for hours. And I think that's the kind of relationship that Jesus would love to have with us, where we just want to tarry with Him. We just want to remain with Him. We want to spend just a little more time with Him each day. Now, I certainly believe that Jesus wants our obedience. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that He doesn't want us to obey. He does. I think what He really wants is for us to want to remain in Him, to want to hang out with him, to want to tarry with him, to want to fellowship with him. So if you have any questions about how to begin that relationship, feel free to put a question in the comment. Again, I always recommend pursuegod.org is a great website for people who want to pursue God. We're going to continue out today for at least a couple more hours. Hopefully we'll get some more video and find some sheds before we head down. Thanks for coming along, for all of you who have subscribed so far, and for all of you who have liked videos or taken the time to comment. I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming along. Well, guys, I have been hiking since 8:30 this morning. It's about 2 o'clock. I'm heading back to the van. And I thought I was going to get skunked today, to be honest with you. And just came across a spike elk shed. So at least we didn't get skunked today. I've seen elk up in here. I thought I might have a chance to find elk sheds. I was actually looking more for deer sheds today. And I think I mentioned before, I've never shed hunted here. I've fished close to here. I thought this would be a really good place. I was kind of disappointed. Not too bad though. It's still been a great day in the mountains. I really did think I'd find some sheds, but we did find one. It's been here a long time. It's pretty chalky. It's not falling apart, so I am going to take it. But at least we didn't get skunked.